So as you look at defense, and our friend Bo Porter, who just is an outfield coach, former manager here at the Astros, he and I, we kind of got into it.
Kind of.
Yeah, kind of. You were on the show.
Did Greg pull one of the Gregs
And
on
I'm
it?
like, I got the Phillies winning the World Series. And he goes, you can't win a World Series or even get to the World Series if you can't catch the ball. And this team's defense is so porous, they'll never make it there. And I'm like, wait a minute. Teams just hit homers, walk, and strike outs. Do you need a great defense to get to the World Series? Is this my answer? The Phillies are here playing in the Fall Classic.
Well, you don't need a great defense, but you need to catch the ball. And the Phillies have made an adjustment. They catch the ball. And I just love the fact of what they've been able to do. And let's take a look at some of the changes they made. When you have a team with this kind of offense, Greg, and you got a chance to go to the World Series, you got to make some personnel changes. One of it's been Alec Bohm is really catching the ball at short, at third, and you got Stott at shortstop. They changed the left side of their infield. All of a sudden, these two young guys started catching everything hit their way. I had an amazing conversation with Alec. We'll get into that a little bit later as I do a little demo. He talked about just getting his head down, catching the ball like that right there. But just being able to do and make the routine play. Catch it and don't throw it away. That's the key. And the extra work has tremendously paid off. And to me, the Phillies have a World Series defense that can catch the ball. That's all you want to do. Catch the play on the ball when it's hit to you. So, yes, they got a chance. Let's go to shortstop. Look, they had Didi playing short. He wasn't moving around real well. This young man has moved. He's plugged the hole. He's been making all the plays. And we talk so often about offense, but you have to catch the ball. Plain and simple, particularly up the middle. And he's done that. He's shown up their defense, being able to catch the ball as much as they rotate and move around and shift. His range is there, making all the plays. And then they went and got a center fielder. We had no idea ball hit the center if it was ever going to be caught. And
Brandon Marsh is good.
Brandon Marsh has done a nice job of being able to plug those holes and catch the ball. Look, bottom line is we played 27 outs. The team that gives up more opportunities gets beat. And where's the ball? Where do you build the defense up the middle? And then this move to get Sosa and be able to have him say, you know what, you're going to play some short. Late in the game, you might play third base. The thing that they've done is they've taken these four players and they've totally changed the personnel of their defense. You already have the top catcher in baseball, and now JT says, I can just throw it and they're going to catch it? This is beautiful. So, yes, they got a defense now, in my mind, that can win a World Series.
It's as if Dave Dombrowski's done this before. Right?
A little bit.
He knew how to fix things up. But that said, Kyle Schwarber will admit to you he's not going to win a Gold Glove ever in his career.
True.
Nick Castellanos is not going to cover a ton of ground. This team has figured out a way to win with defenders that are not plus. Is it going to hold them back at all in this World Series?
I don't think so yet, Greg. I look at this, the role that the Phillies had to take to get here. We thought the Braves or the Dodgers were a slam dunk. I think three of us agree that, hands up, we all agreed that the Astros were going to be here. The Phillies, as the postseason has gone on, they've gotten better and better and better at what they were bad at during the course of the season. So something tells me, somehow, some way, what Harold says, they're going to make the routine plays. And if they do, and they hit home runs, they've got a fighter's chance.
And San Diego did not capitalize on opportunities. There were some mistakes made, but they didn't capitalize. And that was the biggest difference. And their offense is relentless. They being the Phillies.
Yeah.
So their offense is going to make up for some mistakes. But you have to catch the routine ball, and they've done that.
So we were showing the outs above average for the Astros. They're one of the best defensive outfields in baseball, terrific on the infield. When you look at the infield, we talked about Altuve offensively. Who is the star with a glove on his hand? Who gets overlooked by the impact he makes defensively on their infield?
Gurriel, without a doubt. Having played with a great first baseman, it changes how you play defense. If you can catch the ball and be able to just throw it to a guy you know that can pick you up, it changes everything. When they moved him to first base, now it makes sense the shifts they like to play because he's got the range to cover it. We see a lot of first basemen that don't have the range to cover the shift, and it ends up being problematic on a lot of different plays. He can go get balls. He can go play defense. There's a lot of holes in the air in the shift as well. He does that. But the biggest contribution is this. When Altuve or whoever it might be goes and gets the ball, I flip it over there. He's catching it. This is a beautiful pick. Watch him follow this all the way through and pick the ground ball. And that's not the only time. Bregman in New York. This is a tough play. But if you got a guy you know is going to catch the ball for you, all I got to do is get it over there, and he's going to make the play. So to me, that is overlooked when you start looking at numbers and all the different things. The value of a first baseman who can pick it changes how everybody on the field performs, because you know he'll pick it up.
He's a big reason why they've been in 4 World Series in the last 6 years. His
He's a
defense
special
over there
talent.
is incredible.